Hello and welcome to this tutorial, and today I will explain normalization process in the most possible easiest way. So let's start. So first thing first, what is normalization? Normalization is a process that we use to clean our data set. That means whenever we collect the data, there are a lot of errors in the data, there is a lot of repetition in the data, and normalization is the process that will clean the data set and organize the data set and remove those problems. So there are three stages of normalization: normalization 1, normalization 2 and normalization 3. And three stages are going to deal with different type of problems related to the data set. For example, we are having this normal simple data set here. Let's just say we just received this data set with a lot of problems, and we need to apply normalization and make this data set workable. So let's do it. And first we are going to apply the normalization 1, that is 1NF. And according to the rule of 1NF, a data set should not have more than one value in one row. For example, in this case most of them are having single values, but in this row we are having two values, physics and mathematics. This is not gonna happen. In case of normalization 1 or 1NF, there cannot be multiple values in one column, so it should be something different. So let's just say this is the right one and we change it. So we have achieved a little bit of 1NF, that means a little bit of first level of normalization. Now there are more, we can see multiple values here, so we need to fix this one as well. Okay, now is there any more repetition or redundancy, anything that is repeatedly done? For example, here we have a problem, we need to remove this one as well. So now we are looking for anything, is there anything that is redundant or anything that has been already said, repetition, is there anything something like that? Is there any column or any row? I can see this entire row, the same information we have in this row we also have in this row, so this one is a repetition. We can delete this one, we can delete this row, that's also a part of first NF. Is there any more repetition? We can see we have instructor name here, we also have instructor name here with the same amount of data, so I think this is a repetition, so let's remove this one. Okay, so now our table is fully achieved 1NF. Our table has achieved the 1NF, that means the first level of normalization. We don't have any more redundancy, we don't have any sort of repetition. But is the table totally fully issue free? I'm not sure. To know that, we need to deep dive into the second normal form. According to the second normal form, this table has some issues. For example, probably you already understand that these two are the primary keys. This is why I colored them a little bit differently. Student ID and course ID, both of them are primary keys, and both of them are together performing as the primary key, so that's why they are known as composite primary key. Now according to the second normalization or 2NF, all of these non-primary key attributes, that means all of these attributes which are non-primary key, which are not primary key, has to depend on both of these primary keys together. That means all of these has to depend or has to relate to both of them. If any one of them is relating to, for example, only course ID but not really related to other one, then we need to make some changes, then that is the violation of 2NF. Let's see if there is anything we can find that is only related to one of these. Student name is related to both, course name, instructor name. Alright, instructor name department, department ID. Looks like instructor name is something that can be related to only course ID. So instructor name actually has nothing to do with student ID. But as we talked about before, that both of them are actually the primary key, and if we need to follow the rule of 2NF, that is the second normalization, the instructor name has to be related or has to be dependent on both of these, which is not happening. Instructor name is only related to a little bit of course ID, because instructor name has nothing to do with student ID. What would instructor do with the student ID? There is no relation. So to do the 2NF, we need to remove this from here. We just cut this here and paste it here. So remove that, and we are also going to remove the course ID. We're going to take the course ID. We can copy the course ID, and we're going to create a new table, and let me name this table as table 2. So we just removed the problematic column from our table 1, because that was the violation of 2NF. So we removed it and create a new table, that is table 2, where the instructor name is fully dependent on whatever primary key the table is having. In this case, the primary key of this table 2 is only course ID, and instructor name is now fully dependent on course ID. There is no other primary key, so we don't even have to worry about that. So this is how we achieve the 2NF. But let's talk about now 3NF. Let's talk about 3NF. In the 3NF, or the third level of normalization, that means any one of these non-primary key attribute, are they more dependable to any one of these attributes rather than these primary keys? So in this case, we can see the department has a relationship with course ID, of course. It has a relationship with student ID, of course, but to me it feels like it has more relationship, a deeper relationship with the department ID, because department and department ID, they are directly related. So what we have to do in this case, we have to copy this one. Let me just cut this one away, paste it here. We're going to take the department also, paste it here, and we created a new table, another table, and that is going to be table 3, let's just say. So in this way we solved. Let me just place it in a proper place. Okay, so now we can see that the table we started working with, that table has been changed. Now we have applied all the normalization process from 1 to 3, and as a result we have 3 different tables instead of 1. So it's a very normal thing that after normalization your table numbers will increase, because now your tables are more focused. Now each and every tables are following a certain pattern. All of them are totally relevant with these primary keys, and there is no interdependencies or cross dependencies. So this is how basic normalization works from 1 to 3. However, there are more normalizations, level 4 and level 5, but for basic understanding I think 1 to 3 is already good. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.